highway at night, there is only one place I make a point to stop. Morty's Diner, where the coffee is always hot. The apple pie is out of this world. And the conversation is always riveting. Morty's Diner, the best stop along the late night livestream highway.
Welcome to Morty's Diner here on the YouTube. Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, I think we're all set up for another spectacular and real show. It's Tuesday afternoon, just after 4 o'clock. And I have no idea if anybody's out there, but it doesn't matter because I only get 2 people watching the live stream anyway. Well, according to, I'm having a coffee right now. I usually have a coffee when I wake up, usually like around 1 in the afternoon when I wake up. And then I usually have a second cup around 4 o'clock. And then that's it for the day, Yeah, there you go. It says 6 people watching, but I don't see anybody in the chat. Is anybody actually out there besides the haters and the lurkers? It would be nice if anybody just said hello. Hello. Hey, look, it's working. We got a visitor. AD Never Calling, $9.99. Support for the Mort. We love the Mort. Thank you very much for the channel support. AD Never Calling. Thank you for checking in, showing up, and displaying your Chinese high quality watches. First, I'll start off with a instant coffee story. No, I'm not going to do that to the audience. There's only so much torture I know I can dish out at a time. Let's get some background music on first off, and then we'll talk about today's show, which is entitled, and this is for real, folks, Morty might buy a Rolex. He only needs $65,000. Superchat, CashApp, and Ko-fi now. Thank you all very much. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you. So that's the kookaburra. That's our channel mascot. We got a kookaburra here in the studio. And I'll tell you, folks, a little bit earlier today, I turned on the YouTube. And just to see what's going on. I saw Marcelo Time was on. And, he stops by here at the channel sometimes. Usually, he hasn't been on the panel. I mean, as of recent, he hasn't joined the panel, but he stopped into the chat and just said hello, or hello, send money. But yeah, anyway. So I clicked on to Marcelo Time's channel. That's the Cucucello in the background. And wow, JB is co-hosting. And the money is just rolling in. I mean, it's like a slot machine on Win. Ding, 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 ding. And someone actually sent him $100. I forgot who that was, but he got a $99.99 red super chat from someone too. Then he's getting ding, $2, ding, $2, ding, $9.99, ding, $4, ding, 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 $5, ding, $2, ding, $2, ding, $10. And it's like standing in the casino at a Vegas hotel, all that dinging, ringing. So I thought, I know why I'm at the low end of the YouTube earners, who works hard for whatever generous donations I get here, contributions of support for the channel. And the thing is, I don't have a Rolex. That's why. Now, Archie, of course, he's got Rolexes. He changes the models. He'll trade this one for that one. He'll get a bluesy. He'll get this. He'll get that, and he'll get Pateks and Breguet, and I'm not comparing myself to the Archie channel at all. It's a whole different thing. Okay, but he gets money because he's got the mega heavy duty watches. I think that's it. So watch Nicholas. He gets the super chats, and he's gotten them for years. Why? Because he's got Rolex. He's got a Yachtmaster 1, which is absolutely stunning, just beautiful, perfect watch. Okay, I mean, I got to hand it to the guy. It's a great watch. Okay, he's got the Breitling. I don't know. He's got a whole collection, even a Nomos, and I just have my one $500 Victorinox quartz. And then so I was watching the Marcello Time channel earlier today, and the money is just rolling in like I just described. And it occurred to me, people who don't need the money, they get the giant super chat donations, the giant, colossal, never-ending, month after month, year after year. They get the huge channel support, the channel contributions. I only have the Victorinox quartz, and so that's it. Marcello Time, he's got a Smurf. He had or has a Kermit or a Cermit. He's got the Le Mans. He's got a Platona. He's got a Meteorite a Meteorite GMT. He's got a GMT. He's got a $500,000 collection. And it occurred to me, he doesn't need the money, but he's got all these watches. So people think, well, he's got all the Rolex, 5, 6, 7, 8 Rolex watches. He needs more money. Why? To buy more Rolex watches. That's the key. Same thing with Watch Nicholas. Same thing with Archie Luxury. Same thing with Tim Wright. He's got Rolex and all kinds of great watches. And all I have is my little old quartz Victorinox Swiss Army, So that's it. So I've decided I should go out and start buying a Rolex. Okay? I should get a Rolex, make the investment, and then the super chats will come rolling in. $100, $50, $10, $50, $20, $500, $20,000 wire transfer, $100, $10. So I need to get a Rolex. So I've decided this one in the picture, the Rolex Day Date with the ice blue dial, should be the one I get. It's just absolutely stunning. It also comes in different dial colors, black, a silver. They have a olive color, which is very nice, but the olive dial comes with Roman numerals, and I really don't want Romans, okay? And then there's this one, the ice blue, which is an absolute standout. Get the F out of my way. All you people with the gold Submariner, get the F out of my way. I've got the platinum Day Date ice blue dial. I mean, it totally blows away a gold Submariner. No question about it. Okay, so that's the plan for Morty. He's going to he's going to get one of these watches. And again, it's $65,000 brand new. And I have no Rolex purchase history at a dealer. So maybe I'll never, ever be able to ever get one of these. So I'll have to start off small. I'll have to get an Explorer 1, which is fine. Maybe an OP. And then, well, if you get the OP, you don't really need the day date. So I would guess I need a GMT after that. And then this one would be the crowning jewel of a Rolex collection. So that's the plan. So once I get the Rolex watches on display here, then the Super Chats will just come rolling in. That's the plan, and we'll see how it goes. Broad Beach, hello. Morty, you didn't fix up your Ko-fi page, pricing to $1 or $2. It still says $5. Is that what it says? Are you the fellow who mentioned that a week or two ago? I haven't looked at my Ko-fi page since I set it up 2 or 3 months ago. Did I? And I don't know. I don't remember what it looks like. Is that what I put? $5? I mean, is that really a problem? $5? Really? You want me to change it to $2? Broad Beach? Is that what you're saying? Let's take a look here. I guess I could do that because I haven't made a penny. No one's donated anything on Ko-fi. And don't know who Broad Beach is, but yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, Broad Beach. I'll change it. If it says $5, I'll change it to $2, okay? All right, very good. Let's continue. AD. It was our good friend MT85. Wow, what a guy he is. What a great guy. Wow. With the $100 super chat. Well, way to go, MT. All right. AD, why are you carrying on about Marcelo's collection? I'm not carrying on about anything. I'm just explaining the change in my channel approach based on Archie and Tim and Watch Nicholas and Marcelo. For me to make any, countable money, I need a Rolex or more than one Rolex. That's the thing that's missing on my channel. I was just referring to Marcelo's show today, Tim Wright, of course, Archie, and Watch Nick, and whoever else I may not, JJ, I guess, JJ. I don't really watch his channel. It's but that much, or not in a long time. But yeah, they all have a Rolex, or Rolex says, and I don't. So that's the new approach here. We're going to go for the Rolex watches. All right, very good. I'll put the invite link up if anybody would like to talk. Now, I'm not going to buy a replica because, replicas, no good. And there's the invite link. All right. And I've decided out of the entire Rolex 2025 lineup, this one is the way to go. The Ice Blue Platinum day date. It's the best of all of them, actually. Okay. I mean, you can also choose it with a diamond bezel, which I don't. No. I don't want that. Yeah. And they have a meteorite dial and a pave dial, but no, that's not for me. Okay, so there we are, and we got the show going. $12 viewers. Hello, everybody. So that's 10 regular viewers and 2 regular haters and or 2 regular lurkers, or 1 and 1. They're out there. They're watching everything. Oh, boy. Okay. So, anybody have anything they want to talk about? I got some shows prepared. I've been working on clip material. It takes a long time to prepare clips, but I've got them, and I'm going to do clip extravaganzas. They're going to be incredible. Clips and commentary extravaganzas. I can't tell you when I'm going to have the first one because they're going to be explosive content, but they're going to be amazing. And I just got an email. Let's see what this is. Nope, it's nothing. It's a campaign ad. Okay. I saw a video on somebody else's channel, some French guy, and I forgot his channel name, but it was so interesting, or it was so well done. I posted it to my channel page under posts, and the guy, what he does is he goes to Paris boutique at the Place Vendôme, and right next to each other is a Rolex, a Breguet, and a Patek boutique. And he's wearing a $20 Casio watch and a T-shirt, and he wants to see how he'll be treated in each of the three boutiques. And it was a pretty well done video. I liked it. So check it out. Not very slow here. Very slow today. No comments. Just AD and Broad Beach. Exactly. It's still one supporter and 10 lurkers. Oh, really? Well, I don't know. I think it's 10 viewers and one lurker / hater. Oh, Golden Baba was in that Marcelo chat from earlier today. And he said, I love Morty. Let me back on the show, Morty. He keeps saying he wants to get back on the show. Well, I typed in on the chat. I said, okay, well, penance is required. Is needed. And he said, penance? What the fuck? What for? I told him, So he said, well, shove that up your fucking ass, Morty. I said, hey, okay with me. Have a good one. And that's that. Okay. But, simple request. I understand the guy owns 10 actual Bitcoins. Something like that. He's loaded. So, a few scraps over to Morty as penance. Very, very fair. Very reasonable. Not, fair, but it's reasonable. Very reasonable. And if he chooses not to, absolutely fair enough, and a good day to him. No problem. But the days of Morty being betrayed, no, that's over, man. That's over, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Look, as OC said so memorably, I'd rather have a channel with 10 or 15 quality people than 100 low IQ losers. Listen, there's winners, and then there's losers, and that's what it's all about, fuckers. So, yeah. Bart Simpson. There was a shootout in Section 8 housing at sunrise today. 2 dead, nobody could speak English. Well, I don't know if that last part about speaking English was essential. They could have been brand new immigrants from any country. It could have been legal immigrants from any country. I don't know what it was, but we don't know where that was. But those stories are all the time, everywhere in this country now, all the time. Hello, little Dave. Good to see you. Okay, I think we've got that covered. There we go. Nice relaxing music. Let's get everyone to fall asleep. But first, Super Chat now. PayPal, CashApp, Ko-fi. Become a channel member. You get all this great non-content. You're not going to find anything like this on any other of those channels, that's for sure. And in true form, in usual form, I have absolutely nothing to talk about. So we're just going to see how it goes. And maybe we'll get some panelists. Maybe some people will make some topic suggestions in the chat. Maybe some surprise people. Maybe some of the people will show up and make penance. Offer penance, I guess, would be the right word. Offer penance. PayPal. And if they're banned, it's no problem. Cash App. PayPal. Ko-fi. Provide your penance through those outlets, and we'll put you back on the panel as well. Okay, little Dave, channel member, says, it's day one with no SNAP benefits for me, courtesy of the Schumer shutdown. Well, Dave, if you need any cans of beans, I got a warehouse full here. Let me know. I can drop off some for you. But you need a can opener. They're not pull tab. So yesterday, I watched Ben Shapiro. Someone told me about, said, hey, check this out. And he was talking about Tucker Carlson and this guy, Nick Fuentes, whom I never saw before. I've heard his name here and there on some of those channels, but I never heard him talk or knew who he was. So yesterday was my first exposure to Nick Fuentes. And Ben Silver was, I don't agree with a lot of things Ben Silver, not Ben Silver, pardon me, Ben Shapiro. Ben Silver is a haberdashery in Charleston. Jesus. Ben Shapiro. And there's a lot of things he's done or said I don't agree with at all. I thought he was way off base. Like recommending voting for Hillary in 2016 instead of Trump. This is true, He said lots of weird things, but your show yesterday was quite a heads up to what's going on with Tucker Carlson and this mental case, Nick Fuentes, and MT85. Oh man, channel member and a $99.99 super chat. Thank you so much, MT85. If I can ever do anything for you, let me know. You have my gratitude, MT85. Thank you very much. Sincerely. And so go to the Ben Shapiro channel, Daily Wire, and watch his show from yesterday. And if you already know about Nick Fuentes, maybe for all we know, some people out there I know would be big fans and admirers and supporters, maybe cash donors to Nick Fuentes' channel. But the guy is an absolute mental midget. So today, Mark Dice, whom I've watched for years, I really liked him. He's displaying some very odd behavior recently. I watched his show today, and he talked about the Ben Shapiro show from last night. And so check out Mark Dice from today. It was a very hot show today. Very hot and I don't say controversial, but hot and hot. Yeah. He's not a Ben Shapiro fan, it turns out. Okay. And then Nick Fuentes, he did a reply to Ben Shapiro's show from last night. And I'm not going to watch his channel because he's just a retard, a mental midget. It would be brain pollution to sit and watch that guy talk, you know. And anyway. But Candace Owens said they're all gay. She said Obama, and this is on that clip. She said Obama's gay, which we all know. Justin Trudeau is gay, which I didn't know, but I'll believe. Okay. This guy Nick Fuentes is gay, and Tucker Carlson went, "Oh yeah, I have great gaydar. I picked up on that the second I met him, right?" And so they're all gay. Everybody's gay. Everybody on those other channels, they're all gay. But anyway, okay. MT85 is definitely not on SNAP benefits. He might be. But thanks again, MT85, for the great show of support and encouragement. Thank you. I got $64,900 to go before I can get this watch. So long way to go, but we're off to a great start with AD, $10, and MT85. MT Dave, I won big at the casino tonight. Wow, sharing the wealth. Sharing the wealth. Thank you very much for that. Won at the casino. Wow, congratulations. Great news. All right. So who would like to join the bandwagon here with, we kicked it off with AD Never Calling and then MT85. So it's $64,890 remaining, so I can get this Rolex Day-Date Ice Blue Platinum. It's just an idea, but maybe I'll get an Explorer 1. We'll see how it goes. But the thing is, I've got to get the Rolex watches going here, and then I can expand it. An IWC Mark 20, the Brigade Type 20 on a leather strap. Very, very nice. Morty, that watch is killer. Yeah, it's on the Rolex website. You have it on your wish list. Well, I hope you can get it, MT, because this watch would outdo anybody else's Rolex. In my opinion, this watch blows away a Hulk, a Smurf, any GMT or root beer, any day date, mother of pearl dials, meteorite dials, pave dials, Explorer, OPs, everything in the Rolex lineup. Air King, the Air King, that's just Little Dave, 1999 super sticker. Thank you so much, Little Dave. We're on the way to getting my first Rolex. I'm going to have to kick in money on my own as well. I'm not asking the audience for $65,000. I would never do that. Never. But I have things I can sell in this time of desperation. Not to buy food, but to buy a Rolex. Because the thinking is, once I get a Rolex, then, like everybody else, then the super chats will just be, tens of thousands of dollars a year, like everyone else, even over six figures in many cases. And I'm going to go to clips also, all clips and commentary format and super chats and a Rolex. I won't be able to, it'll be destined for success. Thank you very much, Little Dave. Yeah, Dave is generous tonight. Thank you so much, Little Dave, channel member. See, MT85, channel member, Little Dave, channel member. See, it's exactly what OC said. I'd rather have 10 or 15 high-quality guests in the chat than 100 low IQ, low-effort masturbators. That's what it's all about, fuckers. There's winners and there's losers. There you go. We're on a roll. Thank you all tonight so much. All right. 11 people. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. And there we go. I mean, on the page. I'm going to give a thumbs up. Yes. So check out those YouTube channels that I just mentioned. If you're interested, they are really riveting. I mean, no kidding. Just lower the background music just a little. Anybody like to join the panel tonight? We can talk about anything at all. Here's the link again, and it's posted on top of the chat section. I watched an episode of Police Story, that TV show from the 70s. It was on for like 5 or 10 years, I think. Joseph Wambaugh's Police Story. It was a good series. Every week was a different guest star or two, and overall, it was very, very well done, or well done, And yeah, the episode I watched was the pilot episode. The pilot for Police Story, the TV series, the pilot episode starred, are you ready for this? Chuck Connors, Ed Asner, and Vic Morrow. Now, you're not going to get much better than that, I mean, that is casting. And it was 1973. Oh, little Dave. Today, in California, they voted on Proposition 50, the redistricting shit. Yeah, that's what Gavin Newsom wants. Oh, man. What do you think, little Dave? You voted no. Do you think the retard, liberal, lunatic, leftist maniacs will pass that? They're going to come out and force the vote on that? I mean, it's a disaster. Hey, whatever happened with that awful, awful woman who was running for governor, and the shit came out about her like 3 weeks ago? She was front page news. Katie Porter. Is she still a candidate for governor, or did she withdraw? And does she still have any credibility? I mean, of brain damaged leftists, well, they don't know what's going on, so they'll vote for Democrat anyway. Just straight Democrat. Little Dave, unbelievable. They're going to, yeah, probably will, because it's California. And they stuff the ballot boxes likely as well, mail-in ballots. They're masters of that, the Democrats. Yeah. I wonder what her status is, because she was absolutely, she fisted herself, Katie Porter. I mean, mega big time. I wonder, is she still, she's still running? Oh, here's Orange County Register website. Steve Hilton, Katie Porter lead the latest poll in the California governor's race. What date is this? Today. New polling conducted, many voters still undecided in California. Oh, I find that hard to believe. Democrats just mindlessly, robotically, just always vote Democrat. Jesus, incredible. Apparently she's still in the race. Of course, she would not have the dignity to withdraw. I mean, the woman is disgusting. I mean, in every possible category, in every possible criteria, she's disgusting, revolting. She's running for mayor of Seattle. Bart, who's that? Who's running for mayor of Seattle? Katie Porter, she's running for governor of California. Up until 3 weeks ago, she was the leading Democrat for governor. And supported by Gavin Newsom and Pelosi and all the Democrat, manipulators. Incredible. Hey, MT85, if you're still watching, if you do succeed in getting this incredibly beautiful platinum date, would you consider my show to premiere your watch? An unboxing or a wrist shot? That would be a real special moment. You bet. A year ago or so, Jamie Opulence had a new house, and he was furnishing it from scratch and customizing it. And he was going to buy a whole new bathroom, a new toilet, new sinks, new counter, the whole thing, first class, all the way. And he promised me. He said, when the toilet is installed and set up, I'll premiere it on your show. And then I never heard from him after that. Oh, well, maybe I did, but in terms of the toilet, he never revealed the toilet on my brand new luxury toilet. That was sad. I was depressed about that. I guess that's one of the best things of having some money. You can buy the best state-of-the-art toilet bowl out there. And this Rolex watch. So, I mean, think about it. Bart, the candidate for mayor of Seattle has never had a job, and her parents pay all her bills. Oh, she's going to win. She sounds like a perfect candidate for Portland City Council. The mayors of Seattle that I'm familiar with over the last, say, 15 years, they are such losers and so incompetent and so ultra Democrat in their mismanagement and destruction of their city. It is just beyond unbelievable. Yeah, incredible. Let me look that up. See if anything shows up here. Mayor of Seattle election. Or Seattle mayor election. Let's see here. News Nation. Okay, I'll click on this. Seattle mayor election results. It says incumbent Seattle mayor Bruce Harrell, who's seeking a second term, faces a challenge from community organizer Katie Wilson, a community organizer. It's like Barry Obama. He never had a job in his life. He went from Harvard to become a community organizer, to become, who placed again in an upset. Okay. Okay. Wilson, the co-founder and general secretary of the Seattle Transit Riders Union. Oh, Jesus. And former columnist for the Cascade PBS, has led activist campaigns for expanded public transportation access, minimum wage increase. Well, they increased the minimum wage to $15 or $20 when I was there, and all these restaurants started closing. No, what they started to do when they raised the salary, the minimum wage to $15 or $20, restaurant owners were putting their staff from full time to part time. So instead of making a 40-hour paycheck, now they're making a 15-hour paycheck. So that, which was glorious. What's the word? Face blasting of those idiots. And improved tenant protections across Seattle. Addressing the homelessness crisis. Well, they're the cause of the homelessness crisis, the Democrats. No winner declared. Oh, what's this? Here's no results posted yet. Okay. Nothing posted yet. Well, it's still election time. The voting is still happening, right? Okay, that's going to be a hell of a race because it's hard to think Seattle or Portland can get worse, but it's absolutely true. Of course they can. And they will. Community organizer means you've never had a job. That's right. Like Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders, unless I'm mistaken, he's never had a job. And he's accomplished absolutely nothing in a positive sense in his whole lifetime. Little Dave, channel member, they're face blasting using Cucasello now. He doesn't mind as long as his Dubai trip gets paid for. Who's face blasting? Oh, you mean the face blasters? Okay, I get it. Right. Well, yeah, Cucasello, he doesn't care. He doesn't really care as long as money's coming, and he doesn't give a shit what anybody says or does to him on his channel or any channel. He just doesn't give a shit. It's but that's Cucasello. I mean, I could say my good friend Cucasello, but he no send me $100 birthday gift, so he go masturbate himself. Now, let's see who else is on. Any face blasting going on right now? Let's take a look. I don't see anybody else on right now, but I don't have. I'm not subscribed to everybody's channel. I mean, heaven forbid, Jesus, Well, so far, maybe no one else is on. Don't know. So, all right, very good. Speaking of face blasting. Yeah, why be abused on the hate channels? Why not come here and just be amused? Whatever. Okay, let's check the chat here. Okay, Katie Porter. Okay, yeah, disaster. Okay, face blasting going on. Hello, Bateman. How you doing? Little Dave. He just sits there and giggles while others do the face blasting. Yeah. Well, that's correct. Mikey, Morty will never buy the fucking Rolex. Okay, now Mikey appears to be one of these guys who really, when he watches my show, he goes to those people and says, "Did you hear what Morty said today?" Then they all talk about it like it's true, like they believe it. So Mikey, you really think I'm going to spend $65,000 on this platinum day date ice blue dial? So congratulations. And thanks for being a loyal viewer. And send money now so I can buy this platinum day date with the ice blue dial. And look, I'm not buying the diamond bezel. I'm not going crazy, you know. But thank you, Morty. Thank you, Mikey, for the incredulity you provide to the amusement of this channel. Slow mode, that can't be good. I don't like the sound of that. Slow mode, I don't like the sound of that. Little Dave, he should turn it off. Well, I was encouraged to put on slow mode because of, you know, those people. But is there, so it would give me more time to delete them before anything shows up? Morty, show us on the dial. I'm sorry, let me do it again. I'm so fixated on that Rolex dial. Morty, show us on the dial where they touched you. Aw, thank you for your concern, Mikey Casio GTR. Thank you so much. Mikey, half of what you said is right. That's the worrisome part. MT, 5 seconds is sufficient to stop the trolls. Okay, MT, thank you for that input. I started off with 45 seconds, then I got a lot of complaints. So then I changed it to 30 seconds, which it is now. But you're saying 5 seconds is enough. So after the show, I don't think I can do it right now, but I'm going to try something. I'm going to try. No, I can't do it now, I don't think. But after the show, for the next show, for future shows, I'll set it for 5 seconds. Okay? Thank you, MT. And Bateman agrees. Okay, Bateman. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, you can pick in 5-second increments anything from 0 to 60 seconds. So you can choose 0, which is no slow mode, or 5 second, 10, 15, all the way to 60 seconds. So yeah, you can choose 5, 10, 15, and so on, up to 60. Honestly, MT, I would feel more comfortable with 10 or 15 seconds. MT, would you be all right with that? If I go to, let's say, 15 seconds or 10? 5, I don't know if I have enough time to react in 5 seconds. So I'll go by what MT suggests. Do you think 10 or 15 would be okay, MT? Or do you think 5 is the way to go? Thanks, because I'm tempted. I think 10 or 15 sounds better. A 5-second face blast. Wow, that was, yeah, yeah. Bateman, the thing is, the people doing that stuff either use a macro. What's a macro? Use a macro or a PC. So it all comes out within a second, hence 5 seconds is sufficient. Well, many of those channels have a multitude of wrenches. I've got quite a number of wrenches, but they don't always catch my show because they work, they have jobs, they have families, they have real lives, and they're busy. When they're here, they're great, but I don't always have wrenches on the show. So sometimes it's just up to me to catch the the interlopers, the haters, and I do a pretty good job. But often, sometimes I do miss it, and I get it when it's too late. But wrenches are practically useless. Yeah, I found that channel wrenches on all those other channels, they're basically useless because they don't delete anything. They let everything fly, right? Except when it's about the host, then they remove it. If it's about their ultra sensitive, psychotic host, then those things get deleted immediately by the wrenches. Otherwise, everything stays. Yeah, I know that for a fact because I've had wrenches and seen how everybody's MO is. AD. Have you considered teaming up with OC? After all, he has the platform. Oh, wait. After all, he has a platinum day date on your screen, but with a smooth bezel. AD, are you saying he has this exact watch? That would be mind-blowing. On the Rolex website that I looked at again today, this configuration, they only offer the fluted dial or a fluted bezel or a diamond bezel. There's no smooth bezel. on this watch that's offered 2025. But I got to say, anybody who buys this watch, even if they're a scum-sucking pig, you got to say, well, they got a hell of a watch, whoever it may be. Hello, Surdy Danny. I heard your song at the end of the Marcello show today. It was a Marcello kind of piano piece. And incredible impression, just incredible. You got all the Kookaburra characteristics in your imitation there. It's just amazing. Yeah, it's unbelievable. All right. Let's continue. Bateman. All right. MT Morty could use a few wrenches in the chat though. Yeah, MT, but I'd have to be very careful because a lot of people would just delete everything, and they wouldn't delete the Nazis and the haters that stop by. So I have to be extra selective. But I probably could use another one or two high quality wrenches. For the Nazis that stop by. The haters, the lunatics, psychopaths. Little Dave, channel member. What I was saying was the people you gave wrenches to were probably some type of reward, because they certainly don't use them to delete nasty comments. No. They're all high quality people, and when they watch the show, they're on the job, But they're alert to the hate. But they're busy. They're busy people, and they have real lives, real jobs, and they don't get to watch all these shows. Yep. Cheers, Morty. Cheers, Danny. Okay. Platinum, Mikey. Oh, Mikey's here. Platinum day date. Yes. Boss level is why AC3 can never own one. I don't recall AC3 ever. I don't watch his show hardly at all for the last many months, half a year or more. I don't recall him ever showing this watch, saying he wants this watch. Even at a pre-owned price from a high quality secondhand, pre-owned dealer, this watch is ultra expensive. I mean, it would be, AD, the fluted only came out 2 or 3 years ago. They were all smooth bezel prior to that. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I just looked at the 2025 lineup on the Rolex website. It's only offered diamond bezel or fluted bezel. On this watch, you've got to go fluted bezel or diamond bezel. The smooth bezel just doesn't fly on this watch. He says he has them, but they're never here. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to contact them and say, how come you're not showing up, as my wrenches? What are you doing? Living a real, fruitful, good life? Shit. But maybe I'll do that. I might consider 1 or 2 more people as wrenches who show up more often. That probably would be a good idea. So, Mikey. But then OC has one, hardly someone to aspire to. Well, you got me there. Gampers, hello Gampers. Turnout has been tremendous, as if the city suddenly realized, yes, he is a communist, unless they're all Mamdani voters. I saw Trump officially endorsed Cuomo, the disgraced former governor of New York, who's running against Mamdani for mayor of New York, and then Curtis Sliwa, who would be a very interesting choice for mayor. I'm familiar with him from the 70s. I don't know how effective he would be as a mayor. That's the thing, But I don't know. But Trump came out and said, everyone in New York must vote for Cuomo, who's an absolute sleazebag. I mean, a piece of shit. And you could say a mass murderer for what he did with the nursing homes and COVID handling, you know. But he does understand he does have the administrative know-how of how to do the job. I mean, that is true. And he won't do anything as bad as Mondami, who will destroy the city, just destroy it. So so Trump today gave his full, what does he say, complete and total endorsement to vote for the Democrat Cuomo, which is pretty amazing. So that election decides the fate of the country, man, which is already in so much, Bateman, that's a heavy hitter. I'm trying to trade my way into getting a sub 41. Another Submariner. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Gary the Gangster has the PD Platinum Day date as well. I don't know who Gary the Gangster is. 2 sheep and an Explorer 1. I kid. 1 kid. I don't know what that means, but okay. Gary, okay. Gary made a special appearance on the Lux show today. It was good to hear him. Well, I don't know who he is, so. Andrew Cuomo. Well, his father was Mario Cuomo, who was governor of New York. And if I'm correct, I mean, I looked at a map of New York recently, and I couldn't believe it, but I think they changed the name of the Tappan Zee Bridge to the Mario Cuomo Bridge. I mean, that's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, and then there's the retard, what's that guy from The Godfather? The stupid brother? Chris Cuomo, who was on MSNBC. He's an absolute imbecile. The brother that Al Pacino shot in the head on the fishing boat. And then there's Andrew Cuomo, the corrupted, disgraced ex-governor. The whole family is just fuck. Campers. Sliwa lives in a small Upper West Side apartment with his wife and 15 cats. He's nuts. Okay, 15 cats in one apartment is that's not reflective of anything good. That's a cause for concern. One apartment with 15 cats. That's a cause for concern. Okay. AD, Trump said he'd rather vote for a bad Democrat than a socialist commie. Yeah, right. Well, jihadist. Sliwa should have dropped out. I think he should have, and just gone with Trump full behind the disgusting Cuomo for mayor. AD, Gary from Ireland. He went to Watchtime New York. You know Gary. Offhand at this moment, in my Joe Biden mind, I don't recall if I've ever heard of him before. Yeah, 15 cats is a lot of cat poop. Does that mean, how many litter boxes does he have for 15 cats? One might think, one litter box can do 1 or 2 cats. Be nice to your cats, 1 litter box per cat, so they get used to the same litter box. But does that mean could he possibly have 15 litter boxes in his little apartment? He certainly has 2 or 3 or 4. I mean, that's incredible. That's a lot of work, scooping out all that cat poop and pee. Holy shit. Hopefully he uses clumping cat litter instead of the non-clump. Imagine the smell. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, Curtis Lewa, yeah, he should have dropped out. Wow. Amazing. It may be more. It would be like elected Cosmo Kramer as mayor of New York. Holy shit. Well, you know what? That would be interesting. Cosmo Kramer for New York mayor. What would he do? What would be his platform? Cafe Latte Mondays for everybody. You get a free cafe latte at Coffee World. Okay. He'd close down. Oh, he likes the soup Nazi, so he'd get more. He'd frequently be photographed at the soup Nazi shop to boost business. Yeah, Scampers, you got it. Good water pressure for all. You don't have to deal with those circus level for elephant shower nozzles. Good water pressure for all. That would be his. Yeah, that would be very, very good. Yeah. Danny, what was Gary's screen name in the old days before he became Gangsta Gary? Yeah, good water pressure for all. That would be it. And no smoking in cabins. You'd have to put no smoking in cabins. Would be an important thing he'd pass. Wow. Anyway, and no golfing at the beach. You'd have to, sign that. No golfing at Rockaway Beach. You have to protect the whales. Oh, just got another email. Let's see what this is. Oh, another one. Getting some hate messages. Let's take a look. No money. That's okay. Let's see. There's a big race in Virginia too, with Winsome Sears, a black Republican woman who's very qualified. She'd be fantastic. And but she's up against, some lunatic liberal Democrat. Amazing. Yeah, the demented liberals, they don't come out and support the black woman running for governor because she's not Democrat, Okay. Anyway, all right. Gary was in the Bro House. A calling force from County Tipperary, or whichever one. Yeah, I don't know who he was. Or if I did, I don't remember right now. MT85 wins the award for Best New Character on the streams. Salute. GD, channel member, 50 pesos from Argentina. Thank you very much. Spanberger is winning the Virginia governor race. Yeah, I mean, incredible. When will I be not new? That's a great question. The Virginia race has been called for the Democrat. Yep. Well, incredible. They, yeah. MT until someone else new comes along. I think that's right. That makes a little bit of sense. Okay. Any topics? Anybody want to talk about any topics? Anybody want to join the panel? Any face blasters out there want to hop on? Let's see if anything's showing up in the news. New York City mayor race. Okay, what's this? ABC. I'll click ABC News here. Live election results. What does it say? Nothing there. CBS live updates. See what this says. And nothing there. New York Post. Check that. Andrew Cuomo's team feeling good about odds against Mamdani. 1 hour left till polls close. This was from 3 hours ago. So it's 8:30 p.m. in New York City right now. PBS. I'm not going to click on PBS. New York Times, not going to read that. New York Times, New York City mayor's race draws highest turnout in decades. Holy cow. Oh, you can't read the New York Times unless you give them your email address and get an account. Oh, screw them. Screw them, baby. I can't read that. As of 6 p.m., there have been about 1.85 million people voting in the New York City election. Holy cow. Oh no, oh no, look at this. NBC News, Mamdani rallies supporters after Andrew Cuomo concedes New York mayoral primary. Mamdani, at this count, has received 43.5% of the first place votes. The race is still heading to ranked choice tabulations since none of the 11 candidates secured a majority in the first round. Holy shit. The official winner won't be known until next week. But Trump is in the Netherlands for a NATO summit at The Hague. Okay. So, yeah. Goodbye, New York. That's over with. Okay. Incredible. Nothing to really... All right. Yeah. New York City closed at 9. Right. Well, according to NBC, they've said Mamdani has 43.5% of the vote, but based on who knows what. Shit. What if it's like Bernie's Ponzi scheme? I mean, I'm not expecting any surprises other than the place is full batshit crazy. Correct. New boss, same. New boss, same as the old boss, except for when it's Trump. Then it's all different. Then there's a new sheriff in town. Hello, Max. Morty, a Democrat staffer said, "We will reopen the government only when planes start falling out of the sky." Do you know who said that? Because that sounds like something AOC or one of those mental case Democrats would say. And they wouldn't care if the planes started falling out of the sky. They couldn't give a shit. Morty, you're reading primary results. Oh, okay. Excuse me, my error. Yes, the exodus is on out of New York State. That's correct. Everyone's going to the villages. Campers. No one has conceded. Okay, I was reading the wrong story. Okay, thank you. Thank you, campers. No one has conceded. Look at the date of that. Okay, right. That was June. Exodus has been happening for a while. That's correct. Problem now is the crazies are leaving now to infect other states. Well, that's what happened to Oregon. All the lunatics from California infected Oregon beginning 20 years ago, and Seattle as well. And lunatics are leaving California for new territory like Texas, to destroy that. And the crazy New Yorkers going to Florida, Tennessee, and then they replicate themselves with their satanic offspring and destroy whatever they come in contact with. It's true. Hey, 26 viewers. Thanks, everybody, for watching Morty's Diner. Would you consider a thumbs up or a thumbs down to support the channel? Thank you very much. Eight thumbs up. 24 viewers and 8 thumbs up. Oh, it's so depressing. So if you didn't watch the earlier part of the show, Morty is going to buy a Rolex because the big channels with the big revenues, Tim Wright, Marcello Time, Watch Nicholas, and of course Archie Luxury, They've all got the Rolexes, so people give money to people who have large Rolex collections. I've only got the Victorinox $500 quartz watch. So once I start getting some Rolexes, this channel will become a six-figure revenue daily stream. Yeah, it's going to be great. All right, let's continue on here. 25 viewers, no panelists, no topic suggestions. You know what we need right now? People over there with the face blasting, they love being humiliated. What other, or deranged, what other explanation could there be? All right, let's continue on. Little Dave. Didn't Aussie expat say he was going to collect SNAP benefits? That shows you how broken the system is. No, Little Dave, that's not what he said. You see? Here you go again. Oh, that's what, no, that was Ronald Reagan. There you go again. No, he said, since he's now retired, but only in his young 40s, early 40s, that he probably could apply. You know, speaking out, just thinking out loud, he could apply if he wanted to and possibly get approved. He was just theorizing out loud. He did not say he was going to collect SNAP benefits. That's not what he said at all. Okay. Pasta. Hey, Pasta. Be happy, Morty. You don't put your faith in expensive watches. What do you mean, Pasta? I've got to buy this $65,000 Platinum Day date. My life is empty and meaningless without this watch. As opposed to all those other people's whose lives are, in fact, empty and meaningless, and they have these watches. Anyway. Who's the black guy? I know who the other three people are. What black guy? You mean in that video? No, those are just four representative people of people who love being humiliated and face blasted after, and for giving so much money in super chats and channel support. They willingly and encourage, they need, they desire the humiliation. They're masochists. Yeah. Campers. Yes, quite a campaign. Empty. Last time I got a check back from the government was Cash for Clunkers. Oh my God, Cash for Clunkers. Who was that? Was that Clinton? Obama? Bush? Who was Cash for Clunkers? I think that was Obama. Jesus. Cash for Clunkers, unbelievable. Thought Trump pushed through emergency SNAP funds. Yeah, I haven't followed the story, but he's working very hard to eliminate all illegal aliens from the SNAP recipient list, which is a lot of people, and he's working hard at that. And maybe some of the SNAP funds are being dispersed. I don't know. Dispensed. Yes, Scampers. Okay. Little Dave. The first three from left are the Noodle, the Junkman. No. They're just three representative face blastees. Or four face blastees who love it. They love it. What can you do? All right. No panelists, no guests, no Rolex talk, no liars, no pathological liars out there. Any psychopaths watching the show right now? Let me take a look here. 23 viewers. That includes one psychopath. Okay, very good. They're out there. Yeah. All right. We got psychopaths. We got Nazis. They're all out there, baby. Yeah. Hello, Truth Everlasting. Stop settling for that platinum president. Go all Patek. Go Patek Philippe, baby. I've never ever thought that I would ever be a Patek owner because I just don't see the point. Where am I going to wear a Patek? On the bus? At Voodoo Donuts, eating the cock and balls donut, wearing a gold Patek? I don't need the world time, the watch with the little tiny hands. I don't travel around the world. There is a Patek that does look like I don't know what they call it. It looks like a regular dial with numerals on it and nice long, nice hands. And it's got a fume dial, whatever you call it, in a dark gray color. I don't know what they call that model, but that's the only Patek that looks. And the Aquanaut, that looks nice for sure, but you can't buy those watches at a dealer because I have no purchase history. So unless you have a purchase history, you can't get those. You have to go pre-owned. I'm not going to buy somebody else's used shitters. Yeah. Dirk, hey, yeah, that's a beautiful La Jolla watch. But I mean, Dirk, it's University City, not La Jolla, but it's La Jolla adjacent. The Patek 5226. Let me look up what that is. I don't know any Patek numbers. Yeah, that one. That's it. Patek Philippe Calatrava 5226G. Yeah. The 5226G-001. It looks like a regular Longines. It looks like a watch. Doesn't have the little teeny tiny hands, Here, European Watch Company. Let me click over here. Well, the 5226G. You see, the thing is, it looks like the Longines Spirit, but it doesn't have the 5 stupid stars on the bottom. Otherwise, they look the same. Like the GMT Zulu, just the basic Spirit Longines looks the same. Okay, but yeah, that looks like a good watch, but why spend tens of thousands of dollars for that watch when the Longines it looks the same? But yeah, it's a regular looking kind of watch. It looks good. Oh, it's not a fume dial. It's some kind of special textured dial or something. So the 5226. Okay, that's it. I will remember that reference number. Oscar de la Hoya? No, not right. Tomato. Right, exactly. Okay, the Patek 5226G. I wonder what Patek Philippe thinks about that. Patek Philippe 5226G. Next time I see him, if he stops by the channel, I'll ask him for his opinion on that. Adina Amphibian. Is that the watch that T-Dubs talks about from Australia? Adina watches? That would be like, wouldn't that just be like buying a Shinola watch from Detroit? I don't see what the appeal would be of buying a watch from Australia. I mean, unless you're an Australian or some kind of collector. Truth, it looks like a Oat Hamilton watch. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it looks just like the Longines Spirit watch, which is a terrific looking watch. If they didn't have the stupid 5 stars on the bottom of it, it would be a winner. Well, everybody, no content, so I'm doing my job. No content, no guests. I'm working hard. We got no guests, so things are going as usual. We got 28 viewers, so we got 3 lurkers and 2 haters in the background, and they're self-face blasting while they're watching the show and loving it, you know. And what else can we talk about? We covered the Kookaburra, the Cucucello. We covered that. We covered this Rolex. What else do we got going here? Invite Puck Elf. Well, I've seen him on either the Dungeon channel or the Watch Nicholas channel. I saw him on one of those channels. He was wearing a chainmail, like medieval knight chainmail, and a sword. He was flashed around the sword. I mean, swinging it around. I saw that. And luckily, I wasn't cleaning my handguns at the time. I mean, and that could have been bad. And he's Australian, and I really don't. I hardly know anything about the guy. So, and he wouldn't know me. I'd never talked to him. So he may have heard about me from one of the haters. So we got haters, we got psychopaths, we got Nazis. They're all out there, baby. All of them. We got pathological liars, the brain damaged, psychopaths, sociopaths, Nazis, and some good people. Yeah. Little Dave, Blondie is disgusted with the fishbowl. I don't think she's ever coming back. Well, I haven't talked to Blondie in a long, long time. She was on one of my best shows ever. It was a classic. It was the New Year's week show a year ago, or Christmas week show a year ago. It was Blondie and Doc's Report, the 3 of us. And that's on, I have that on my page. That was a phenomenally good show. Terrific. Of course, Golden Baba, insulted me on the show. He said, well, yeah, Blondie carried the whole show. Morty hardly said anything. See? So you see, if I don't say much and let the guests talk, then I don't contribute to the show. Okay. If I do most of the talking and don't let the guests talk, then I'm hogging the show, and I'm a mental obsessive megalomaniac, and I won't let anybody talk. So I mean, what can I say about Golden Baba? Yeah. But that was a terrific show. Yeah, Blondie can come here anytime. She's always welcome. But, whatever. Gildan, Tommy's out, celebrating his Mamdani fundraising efforts. I wonder about that, Gildan. I wonder what Tim Wright thinks about Mamdani. Because he can vote in New York City elections. See, that's where he lives. I haven't watched his channel, but I wonder what his thoughts are about that election. And New York being taken over by a full-fledged communist America hater. A jihadist, yeah. Wow, amazing. 27 viewers. Come on, let's get some content here. I can't create content on my own. You know why it's hard? Because I don't do other people's shows. I don't play 3 hours of everybody else's shows. So it makes it tough. But, you know. Some shows are winners, some shows are losers. That's what it's all about, fuckers, to quote the OC. Tim Wright is going to be popping champagne tonight. Well, being a Bernie Sanders man, which he's talked about, he may be popping the champagne tonight for Mom Tommy. Who knows, you know? He wants those government-run supermarkets. Well, exactly. They're the content vultures. I'm not a content vulture or a content buzzard. Their entire shows are vulturized, you know, analyzed and vulturized. You provide good, original, non-washing machine content, Morty. Oh, thank you, little Dave. Thank you. Thank you. GD, 50 pesos from the channel member GD in Argentina. Thank you, GD. Every nickel, every dime goes to me getting that Rolex watch. So thanks, GD. Who was that before? Oh, Mikey GTR. He thinks I'm going to buy that Rolex. He thinks he believed that he's the standout commenter for tonight. He thinks I'm really collecting money to buy a $65,000 Rolex. So great, very good. Okay. Whoo! Little Dave, channel member, $9.99. This is for the peso cannon. Yins? You better respect him. Well, yeah, sure, we get along just great, me and the peso man. Thank you, Little Dave, for the continued channel support. Okay. Max Carter, what's going on, Max? You have any stories or questions? Anything? Anything you'd like to talk about? British breakfast, the English breakfast, Yorkshire tea, PG tips. Fish and chips. Prince Andrew. Oh man, I saw some stories about Prince Andrew today in the New York Post. Well, I saw I saw it today. I don't know if it was in today's news, but I saw it at the New York Post website. Prince Andrew, when he was serving as some envoy to some, I forgot what it was, he was traveling around the world, and in one city, like in Switzerland or some city he was in, for the week he was there, all on the people's money, of course, he ordered up 40 prostitutes to his hotel suite. 40 prostitutes over 1 week to his hotel suite. 40 prostitutes, all on the British public's dime. And then I saw that this guy, Prince Andrew, he was stripped of all his royal titles and thrown out of the special home that, you know, he would be entitled to as a royal. Now he's living in a one-bedroom apartment in the Upper West Side with 15 cats. Something like that. I'm getting the stories mixed up, but yeah, unbelievable. That, you know, not as a member of the Commonwealth, but the royal family, once Queen Elizabeth left, Queen Elizabeth II, it's all, they're done, man. You know, incredible. What a bunch of inbred mutant losers. There's the other guy who seems to be somewhat reasonably normal, Prince William. And his wife, whatever her name is, I forgot. I don't recall. She seems to be okay. So if they can get rid of Harry and Andrew, just get them out of the public eye, send them to a convent or something, and Charles can abdicate, leave, and let Prince William and his wife take over. Things could be better, but I don't know. I don't follow the news every day there. All right. It's all about the prime minister anyway. But truth, many in the watch community would do the same as Andrew if they had that money and power. Well, the thing is, truth, well, you're correct, but they would bring up male prostitutes. That's the thing, from the gay bathhouse connection. But you're correct, yeah, or ladyboys, The thing is, a guy like De Niro, when he travels to Paris and London or Rome, the prostitutes are lining up outside his door. He's got so many coming and going, okay, when he travels the world at the 5-star hotels. But the thing is, that's his own private money that he worked for. Yes, most of his movies really suck ass. They're stupid as shit, like The Fockers and all that shit, But it's his money. When Prince Andrew or any of these royal, people, they're not spending their own money. Well, you could say it's their own money. It comes from their salary or whatever they get. But that's money that's given to them by the British public. So they should have the common courtesy to not waste and be irresponsible with the hardworking British public's money. Like Obama, building a basketball court in the White House. People talk about Trump. Oh, what do you think about Trump with the ballroom? He's disgracing the White House. He's destroying it. Well, no one said anything when Obama, Barry and Big Mike, when they built their own basketball course in the White House, basketball court, and they did some construction work there at the White House. No one said anything. Oh, but Trump wants to build a beautiful showcase ballroom for world leaders and special events. Oh my God, Trump is destroying the White House. But if Barry wanted to build another basketball court, nobody would say anything. Okay, let's continue with the comments. Yeah, so De Niro, guys like that, it's his own private money, and American elected officials, the same thing, or the British royal family, it's the same thing. It's not their money. You could say, well, it is, but it's the way they get it is from the hardworking British public, and they don't expect their money to go to prostitutes and ladyboy parties with Epstein, Unbelievable. GD, 100 pesos. Morty, could you please waive the apology email requirement for our good friend Dr. Bob so he can come back to the channel? Bob is an A-grade panelist. Did I ever insist on an apology email requirement? I don't recall. I don't think I've ever required an apology email. Did I ever suggest that? It's possible I mentioned that as a suggested idea. Maybe. I don't recall that, but it's possible I may have suggested that. Or, but I never required anything from Dr. Bob. He can do whatever he wants. He's his own guy, He's decided, They've decided, so, Thank you for the comment, GD. Let's see here. Blaine. Hey, Blaine. Okay. Oh, Yoons. Okay. Very good. No prefix required. Little Dave, $4.99 super chat. Little Dave, channel member. Morty, do those other people have submarine commanders like Captain Blaine Cole or as part of their community? I doubt it. Only high-value people here. I don't know if Blaine was a submarine commander or was the guy on the submarine who pushed the button when the captain goes, fire one. Then the exec goes, fire one. And then, he's the guy who pushes the button, goes, one fired. Or one fired, sir. That's a good job. All you do is push the button. One fired. Or one away. No, they have the face blasters and the face blastees. And the psychopaths, haters, Nazis, mental patients. But, hey, to each his own. Dave, you're really going overboard, a naval pun there, on my former occupation. Correct. Right. Can a woman in today's Navy, can a woman be a commander, a captain, of a submarine or any ship, any battleship, frontline ship in the fleet, aircraft. Can a woman naval officer be captain of an aircraft carrier? Any of those different, frontline battleships? Maybe if there's a ship that like is the food delivery truck kind of ship that goes out to the fleet and brings all the fresh oranges and fresh fruit and boxes of rice and eggs and spoiled past the expiration date beef. I think a woman officer probably can get assigned to one of those ships, and then they go back to the port and reload their inventory of food and supplies. I don't know if there's any women frontline naval officers in battle positions, ships designed for battle positions. I don't know. I would feel awfully skeptical of that, But there are women admirals, if you can believe it. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Like, Dr. Shelley Levine, who was the Rear Admiral of the Health Service, when asked about, genitalia removal of young children, she said, well, it's a very nuanced medical field, Senator. And I'd be happy to discuss that with you in detail later in your office. But are you for mutilation of young children's genitals? Well, it's a very nuanced field, Senator. And I'll be happy to discuss that with you later in your office. Yes, but yes or no, are you for mutilation of children's genitalia? Well, it's a very nuanced field, Senator. And I'll be happy to discuss that with you later in your office. Oh, man. Incredible. All right, let's continue on here. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Well, yes, correct. Believe me, Morty, when you fire a torpedo, everybody knows it. Yeah, okay, well, listen, but in the movies, the captain goes, fire one. And the exec goes, fire one. And the torpedo man goes, one fired, sir. And he pushes the button. Well, he pushes the button and goes, one fired, sir. And then the exec to the captain says, one away, sir. So he's pushing the button, and that would be a good job. Blaine, did you ever see a movie with Richard Widmark and Sidney Poitier called The Bedford Incident? It's an interesting film, and Richard Widmark is outstanding. I mean, tremendous. I was really impressed with his work in that movie, The Bedford Incident. I think it came out in the 60s. I just saw it a month or two ago on YouTube. And James MacArthur, who played Dano on Hawaii Five-0, Bookham Dano, he plays the guy who pushes the button on it was a nuclear ship that Richard Widmark was captain of, and he was playing cat and mouse with a Russian submarine. And Richard Widmark went a little, like you say, a little funny in the head, and he said, and Poitier was saying, back off, you're getting too close to that sub. And Richard Widmark said, and this guy, James MacArthur's character, was nervous as all hell. He had no business being in such an important position. He was just like too inexperienced, So Richard Widmark screams at Sidney Poitier, look, nothing's going to get fired until I say fire. Okay, and then James MacArthur pushes the nuclear missile button, and he goes, one fired, sir. And then it's, yeah. I recommend that movie. It was worth watching. Yes, okay. Oh, GD, 100 pesos. Morty, after your catch-up with Baba today in Marcelo's chat, did his penance price increase? No. He told me to take that penance and shove it up my fucking ass. And I said, okay. A-okay with me. Have a nice day. No problem. Blaine, I have a great story about a female sailor aboard a submarine tender that serviced us. Ah, yes. Right. And you're not talking about she served the deviled eggs and coffee. Got it. Little Dave, is there a horn when the torpedo is fired? I don't recall ever seeing that in a movie. Just the way I described it, you know. They just order him to fire, and he goes, "Fire! One fired, sir." You know. I guess if there was a submarine female captain, the guy would have to say, "One fired, ma'am." I just can't imagine that. A woman in charge of a nuclear sub. Oh, I mean, or a battleship, you know, frontline naval battleship. Oh my God, you know. I mean, I guess they could be helicopter mechanics. That would be good, you know. Inventory, a warehouse, warehouseman, supply. Yeah, that'd be good. You know, a mess person cooking the food, base maintenance using the floor waxing machine. Yeah, well, there's a job for everybody in the Navy, I would imagine. You know, mailroom, clerk, typist. Not everybody serves on a ship, you know. Phone operator, you know. So I don't know. Okay. GD. So now blank and blank are off the penance list. So now Hey Uzi and Baba are. I didn't say Baba was off the penance list. No, I told him, you know, you want to come back, you need to, you know, make penance, you know. And he told me to go shove it up my fucking ass. But no, he can do that, you know. Uzi, well, he's a head case, you know. He's gone completely nuts. Completely nuts, you know. Showing Nazi era hate graphics. I mean, he's gone completely nuts. What can I tell you? And all the viewers there, they support the content. You know, the channel host, the co-hosts, and the viewers. No one says anything about it, so they all support that. So there you go. MT85, Uzi paying is like JB paying $1,500 to Nikki. Don't tell me JB paid $1,500 to Nikki. I'll believe anything, but well, you know, I tried to be. We were on pleasant enough terms up until Celeste, until he pissed off Celeste and she left Nick's stream, and then Uzi kind of like went berserk, total wacko, and now he's gone full Nazi, or full Nazi-like, or Nazi light, put it that way. But if you've been watching him, no, he's gone full Nazi. You know, all he needs is a nice brown shirt, you know, and a cap, you know, and you feel right at home. Blaine Cole, Little Dave, the entire ship shudders when a torpedo is launched. Okay, and it is quite loud. There's another launch method, but we never tested it. Right. I think I've seen that on like the Clark Gable, Burt Lancaster masterpiece submarine movie. When they would push the button and launch the torpedo, the whole ship rocks back and forth. Yeah, right. What was that called? That's my favorite submarine movie. It's the best of all of them. Clark Gable and Burt Lancaster and Don Rickles is in that. Don Rickles plays the guy on the radar, or the torpedo man or something. Run Silent, Run Deep. So if you've never seen that, yeah, it's better than any submarine movie Denzel Washington would ever be in, or has ever been in. No, I'm not picking on Denzel Washington, but he plays roles like that. And in fact, that movie he did with Gene Hackman was kind of like a spin-off or a rip-off of Run Silent, Run Deep. Same thing, you know. Instead of Burt Lancaster and Clark Gable, it was Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman. Yeah. Well, you know, whatever. At least it wasn't Alec Baldwin and, well, Sean Connery, but Alec Baldwin, ugh. Talk about mental cases. Yeah. All right. 32 viewers and absolutely no content. We're doing great. Let's get some music on in the background here. See what else we got. How about a clip?
How dare you serve me this? I want to see the manager. You should be fired for this incompetence.
You know, I was just thinking while I was watching that haters clip, I'd like some pizza for dinner. Pizza would be great tonight. And then it occurred to me, I remember Tommy said a couple days ago here that his go-to pizza is an anchovy pizza. Holy Mike, unbelievable. That's his go-to, is an anchovy pizza. Oh, man. Well, you know. Okay. The Vulture has good viewership for a solo stream. Well, I don't know who else is on right now. I mean, once the face blasters come on, some of the people will go over there because they want to get face blasted. I've had Papa John's pizza, and it was better than a Domino's pizza, I thought. If I recall correctly, and I believe that I do. I thought Papa John's was better than Domino's, which is not really a pizza. I mean, they call it a pizza, but it's, well, you know. GD update, 30 people watching, including 12 lurkers and probably one, maybe two haters. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, but what you mentioned before, let me get back to your comment, GD. Where was that? Oh, here it is. Penance update list. Well, Uzi was $1,000, which, you know, certainly reasonable, very fair and reasonable. And he sent me 200. I offered him a one-day $500 offer. And he, you know, sent me 200, and I returned it to him the next day, and I said, well, you know, I didn't include a message, but the message, the built-in message is, well, the offer was 500, so I can't accept 200. You know, 500 is 500. 500 is not 200. That wasn't the offer. And then he came here last night on my show, using the N-word, trying to get on the panel, and using the N-word repeatedly in the backstage comments, you know. And he said, I'll give you 300, final offer. I don't want 300 from him, you know, because the offer was 1,000. And now it's probably gone up because he's gone full insane. So for now, I really don't want to take money from Nazi sympathizers or faux or Nazi light or faux Nazis or quasi Nazis, you know. But that's what he's turned into, or that's what he's let out of his behavior, personality, you know. So I don't know about him anymore, okay, even having a price for penance. No, I won't say price, but an amount of penance to be made. Baba is 500, but I've had some decent times with Baba, so Baba can be 450. I'll offer him reduced rate. So it's 450 Baba. Narc is 750. And very, very reasonable all around, you know. And then, you know, there's that other guy. Well, as it is, he already owes me 1,000 for over a year now, you know. Something he weaseled out on that $1,000 deal that he made. You know, we all know that. And so first he would have to come up with that 1,000 to pay off the bad debt. Okay. And then after that, I don't even know what it would take. You know, probably impossible. You know. And some other people now who've turned into Nazi sympathizers, I don't even know if there's a price or if there's a penance possible. You know. But you know, it's what can I tell you? AD never calling. Here's what the insult. Okay, tonight's insult is 30 viewers and no content. Must not be anyone else on. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you, AD. Thank you. MT85. These prices, they must have been very vicious. Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable vicious. Yeah. Well, you're not going to get more vicious than showing World War II era, Nazi era anti-Semitic hate graphics and hate commentary. Just spewing out the same rhetoric. The same propaganda shit. So, it's unbelievable. They're very, very, very sick people. Truly. And so I don't even know if there's any penance possible in these cases. Well, on this channel, even if it's not an insult, sometimes it is an insult. Or even if it's not an insult, sometimes it is an insult. If that makes any sense. Okay. Well, if there's nobody else on, that's because they're all watching the show in the background. They're lurking, building up hate content for their next appearance, for their next show. You can count on that. All right. Anyway, okay. I saw JB. He was on Marcello's show today. I didn't catch his full appearance. I saw part of the show towards the end, and he was talking about Uzi going total berserk, insane. Like that, something along that line. Which it's true. And I've never done a thing to him. I've never done one thing to Uzi. Nothing. I've never done anything to Watch Nicholas. Nothing. If anything, it was just over a year of support before I was a panelist, and including my time as a panelist. Nothing but support and encouragement. So, what can I tell you? Hey, Uzi does the dark trolling. No, he doesn't do trolling. It's just hate. Hate and more hate. It's hate times 2. Hate times 3. AD never calling. I'm number 3 in the chat. MT85 is number 1. Go MT. GD, Nick doesn't muzzle Hey Uzi. Well, no, he gives him free, unbridled showtime. Say whatever he wants. Do whatever he wants. So, if that's not complicit and showing agreement, there you have it. But hey, what can I tell you? MT. Hey, you can be number 1 AD. I don't enjoy the Limelight. Limelight is the only decent song from Rush. Rush, one of the most overrated bands in music history, with a ridiculous frontman who plays bass very well, influenced by Jack Bruce. But as a singer, holy shit! What a voice. But Limelight is not a bad song. And it has a good has a good instrumental break in the middle, which is very reminiscent of Cream. And I know those guys are very familiar with all the live Cream work, But Limelight, that's their only song that's actually listenable too. Little Dave, the junk guy, was calling JB's wife. Now, I don't know if that's true. I didn't hear that. So is that really true? Because I don't want to, that's... Well, there you go. Unhinged. Unbridled enthusiasm. Totally unhinged. Nothing but support and encouragement. All right, very good. Yep. Yes, it is. Little Dave, I can play Limelight on guitar. Never once in my entire life, except for the last 5 years when I've pretty much lost the life essence to play guitar anymore. It never even occurred to me, even for a split second, to play anything by Rush or play along with anything by Rush. That would be like similar to never ever would have occurred to me to play along with a song like that guy with the red hair, one of the most effeminate, awful voices. Simply Red. Oh my God, Jesus! Vomit on Vinyl. Oh God, what a voice, and moaning vomit songs. Oh. Dave speaks the truth, Morty. What did Dave say? He can play Limelight? Well, okay. Did he say something else? Oh, that was true. Well, I mean, okay, he's gone completely unbridled, unhinged. Well, he probably already has. Well, he has been. I mean, yeah, Simply Red. Oh my, that song by Simply Red, Through the Years, or something like that, is the most horrible song. Let me look that song title up. Simply Red. That's it. Through the Years. Oh my God. Holding Back the Years. I think that's it. Smash hit. Holding Back the Years. Oh my God. You know what would be the ultimate vomit-inducing performance? On stage together at the same time, Phil Collins singing Susu Studio and Simply Red singing Holding Back the Years. Oh my God. Angelic looks like the bassist in Rush. Well, that's what's his name? Geddy Lee. You think so? I don't see that at all. I think he looks more. First time I saw Angelic, I thought he looked like Jerry Garcia, or more like Jerry Garcia, certainly than Geddy Lee. Well, that's not nice, little Dave. Well, Geddy Lee, I mean, yeah, he bass player, fine, but singer, my God, Jesus. And the songs are so stupid. Spirit of the Radio and the Tom Sawyer. Either he wrote it or co-wrote it, or the song was submitted to the band. But if the song was submitted to the band and they decided, hey, this is a great song, let's do it, then they're insane. They're out of their minds. Too much drugs. If the band guys co-wrote it, then too much drugs, because Tom Sawyer is just, oh, jeez, believable. Anyway, let's move on. Who am I? I don't want to criticize these people. It's not my nature. Yeah. Okay, very good. No panelists tonight. 33 viewers, not a single panelist. It's unbelievable. Not even a boring panelist. Nobody. Jesus. All right. Hey, let's take a look at the New York City mayor's election. See what's happening there. Let's click on this website. This is okay. This is 9:03 New York time. Let's see here. New York City mayoral election turnout tops 2 million voters. Holy shit. The biggest turnout in 56 years, the Board of Elections reported. Wow. First time since 1969. When will we know who won the New York City mayoral election? While results from other off-year races start to trickle in, Those watching, this is USA Today. Those watching the New York City race will need to wait a bit longer for returns. Polls just closed at 9 p.m. Okay. Let's see here. Mom Donnie is holding his election night party at the Brooklyn Paramount Theater in downtown Brooklyn. Capacity 2,700, built in 1928, a very famous theater in New York. And yeah, all the jihadists are getting together at the election night results party at the Mamdani location. All right. Let's check. What else do we have here? NBC News. Let's take a look here. Oh, here it is. Okay. And let me check the date. Yeah, this is today. Mamdani defeated Governor Cuomo in a June primary and says too early to call. Right now, Mamdani 422,000 votes, Cuomo 325,000, Curtis Sliwa 65,000. That's fascinating because if Curtis Sliwa had done the right thing and dropped out, that could have boosted Cuomo to almost neck and neck with Mamdani at this early 3 minutes past closing of the election sites. 36% first coming in right now. 36% in of 1.5 million votes, according to this so far. Right. Brooklyn, Mamdani, Bronx, Mamdani, Manhattan, yes. Queens, yes. They didn't report Staten Island. Unbelievable. Well, that's it. Unless there's a fantastic change in the evening's news. Cuomo is losing bigly with 36% in so far. Does he really, Gilden? Does he really? I mean, the guy likes anchovies on a pizza. I mean, really? Yeah. Anyway, okay. And we got 26 people watching. Thank you all very much. I mean, honestly, are you going to go to a doctor for your health care who eats an anchovy pizza as his first choice pizza? Really? You're going to get your political news from a guy who eats an anchovy pizza when he could order any other kind of pizza and he gets an anchovy pizza? Jesus. Really? Well, okay. Yeah. Okay. Just doing a quick look at YouTube. See which, yeah. Okay, the face blasters are on, and I'm ready for dinner, but we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. Did you see on the Face Blaster channel recently? It said like 1.08K subs, and he had like 1.7K views. I thought that was absolutely classic. I mean, absolutely classic. There were a few shows like that I noticed when I looked. But anyway, none of my business. Little Dave, the Face Blaster guy has been streaming morning and night now for 5 days. Well, he's the guy who said about himself, "I'm not a YouTuber." How many times did you hear him say that? Hey, look, I'm not a YouTuber. He just appreciates other people letting him have their platform. That's worth an anchovy pizza right there, you know. Look, there are people who do get anchovy pizzas. You go to a pizzeria, even an old school Italian pizzeria, and yeah, they have anchovies. You can choose them, but Pavel, he has less viewers than more. Well, the face blasters are just getting ready. You know, they're washing up the previous day's face blasting, and they're getting ready for another evening to settle down and, you know, contribute money for the face blasting. Yeah, so here's another headline from some channel. Maria Bartiromo, boy, she is smart. She's one intelligent woman. Maria Bartiromo plays the video that Adam Schiff hoped was buried. Holy shit. I'll look at that later. Adam Schiff, what a, well, you know. Well, maybe you don't know, but yeah. Oh, and there's another channel on, one of those Watch Talk channels. I mean, Watch Talk with, and hate and face blasting, but primarily Watch Talk. In a relaxed format. That's on too. Yeah, okay, very good. 33 viewers. Thank you, everybody, for watching Morty's Diner on this Tuesday evening. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, Morty needs to get a Rolex because everybody else has a Rolex. All the big money makers, they all have Rolex collections. Like, you know, Tim Wright. Well, of course, Archie, you know. Watch Nicholas with his beautiful Yachtmaster, and Marcelo Time with his incredible Rolex collection. Easily a 500K Rolex collection. Immediate liquidation value, 500K. I mean, just remarkable. And they get all the big donations, and poor Morty is, you know, struggling with the pesos. So, and we appreciate those pesos, but that's what I figured is missing from my channel is I don't have a Rolex. So once I get a Rolex, then things will really change here. So yeah, so my goal is to get this one. It's a $65,000 2025 model, platinum day date, fluted bezel, ice blue dial. This is it, man. You can't. There's no Rolex better than this one. You know, you can't even compare some piece of shit GMT or Hulk, you know, crap to this watch. So that's the goal. MT, not sure how people watch all of the streams in their entirety. You can't watch all the streams. There's more than 24 hours of streams in a 24-hour day. So you'd have to put it on double speed or triple speed. And I'm sure some people do that. They watch every show and they put it on double speed and they timestamp the clips material that they want to, you know, use later. Yeah. And then on YouTube Studio, it shows the percent of people of the audience that watch how much of the 1 hour show, 3 hour show. It graphs in a line graph the audience, or, you know, viewership, if it's at this point or lower or higher over the time of the show. So, yeah. All right. So yeah, so help support Morty here at the diner, support the channel. Just to mention again, it's all in the description section. We can do PayPal, CashApp, Ko-fi, Superchat, and Super Thanks. And the money goes not to a Rolex, it goes to beans, tuna fish, mayonnaise, ketchup, eggs, rent, mortgage, because of the house, you know. Power bill, phone bill, cable bill, internet bill. Yeah, so I mean, you know, spend your money wisely or not, but here we appreciate people who support the channel. and those who fall asleep during the shows as well. 36 viewers, so that's 6 face blasters, 28 regular viewers, 6 face blasters, and 2 haters in the background. Okay. Yeah, right. Well, I mean, he's got an endless supply of jizz. Endless supply of jizz. He's on a special diet to maximize jizz production, and he's blasting it all over the place on a willing, masochistic audience, What can I tell you? Yeah. All right, and we're back. Take this moment and wipe yourselves off, wash up, get a towel, face towel, and, clean up. But, yeah, very good. So, any news from the golf course? I haven't caught up on the golf course channel. Don't know what's been going on over there. Maybe more alien content. Don't know. Whatever happened with that thing everybody was talking about in the news, that the meteor, whatever it's called, heading towards Earth? I haven't seen anybody talking about that. It's like it's so passé now to even give it any airtime at all. Little Dave is having meatloaf tonight. Oh, great. With a brown gravy with mushrooms? Is it all pork or pork and beef? Pork, beef, and chicken? Did you make it yourself? Did you get DoorDash? Or is it frozen? Tell us about it, little Dave. Yeah, I think, MT, you're right. GD seems to watch 24/7. It's unbelievable. He's in the evening. He shows up in the afternoon. He shows up in the mornings, nighttime. He's always on somebody's channel. AD, on this channel, one has to provide his or her own fresh towel. Yes, you gotta, people are busy on their washing machines at home, cleaning and drying their towels for the next day's content. But not on this channel. Right. Blaine, a war with Venezuela takes precedence over an alien invasion. If you know what I mean. Well, I hope we don't do that. We don't need to deal with that, But each one of those drug trafficking vessels that leaves Venezuela for the U.S., according to Trump, is responsible for killing 25,000 Americans. If that's not a cause for war, come on, So the guy in Venezuela, Maduro, he's tied in with the drug lords, and it's bad guy. So is that to include a towel to sit on, AD, Chris? Yeah, well, okay. Well, if you're sitting in your Herman Miller chair, which seems to be the required chair for all these people, a towel is optional, but probably encouraged. Blaine, how do you like your towels? 2-fold, 3-fold, or tossed? What the hell does that mean? Right. Trump has a hard-on for Venezuela. Are they that bad? Well, they're killing hundreds of thousands of Americans with all their drugs, which is being, in cooperation or with the support of President Maduro. So, it's about saving American lives by the tens and tens of thousands. So think about it, What if a country dropped a bomb on an American city and killed 25,000 people? Is that a cause for war? Well, what if one of those, vessels coming towards America to unload their drugs kills 25,000 people, and it's ship after ship after ship, or boat after boat after boat? Is that a cause for war? You know? What's going on in Nigeria now, where they're just slaughtering Christians left and right? Trump spoke out today about something's got to be done about that. They're defenseless against the, AD. My towels are three-folded, like Mom taught me. I taught my wife, and now we're happy. Wow. The fentanyl comes through Mexico, though. Well, not if it's being, sent by boat to Florida, unloaded, somewhere where there's no police looking at them, Wouldn't take long to unload the boat and row it in, or just dock the boat. I mean, not dock it. Drive it up onto a sandy beach, unload it, and get the boat out of there. And then the people on the beach, load it into trucks, and they're gone. Takes minutes. The neocons. Oh, Dick Cheney died today. I saw that news. Yeah. Speaking of neocons, the neocons are holding something over DJT. Either that or 10 years of persecution have put him over the edge. If the latter, the D's are clearly to blame. No, he's not been pushed over the edge. He's completely sane. Completely. And great as he is every day. P. Cars, a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much for the channel support, P. Cars. And what is that meme you've got there? Let's take a look at that. I mean, let me see if I can. I can't make out what that is, but anyway, all right. Yeah, well, whatever. Okay. And AD, my fentanyl came from Colombia via China. Well, China, yeah, they're involved in it too. Right. AD never calling, $1.99 super sticker. Thank you very much. No, Pavel. The only goose stepping is over on, that other channel. There's no goose stepping here. Unfortunately, it pains me to say that, but I mean, it's true. It's what it's become. It's what it's turned into now. It's unbelievable. Yet, true. AD, I like how you said President Donald J. Trump is the greatest human to walk the earth in the last 2,000 years. Well, he's a remarkable individual, just extraordinary. And who's the last person on this planet who's been that extraordinary? I mean, amazing. Now, I saw some idiot on the Mark Dice channel today, or was it Ben Shapiro? And it was some fanatical, pseudo historian, mental case deranged lunatic, who said Winston Churchill was the biggest criminal of World War II. He was responsible for the most number of deaths in World War II. He was a guest. He was being interviewed by what's the guy's name? That guy with the funny name from Connecticut, Tucker Carlson. Yeah. No, not Sean Penn. That's for sure. Well, yeah. I mean, think about it. I mean, Galileo was great, but he couldn't handle a budget. He couldn't bring manufacturing back to Italy. General Marshall was great, but he couldn't get Crown Royal to leave Canada to come to the United States, And George Washington was great, but he never wiped out the Iranian nuclear facilities in an amazing surprise strike. So, I mean, just think about it. And I bet you Trump never eats anchovy pizzas, which is all even better to his credit. Well, anyway. Hmm. 30 viewers and not one panelist in the whole show. 2 hours and a half. The show's been 2 hours and 20 minutes and not one panelist. Amazing. I mean, it's just non-content content tonight. Oh, Tucker Carlson was born and raised in California, sent to boarding school in Rhode Island. Okay, I thought he was from Connecticut. He went to college in Connecticut, I think Trinity, college or something. I don't remember. Yeah. Tucker Carlson. If you watched Ben Shapiro last night, it's really an incredible video. Just go to Ben Shapiro last night's video where he eviscerates Tucker Carlson and this mental masturbating midget Nick Fuentes, who I never heard of until last night. I saw him last night when Ben Shapiro was talking about him. Absolute nut job retard, incredible. And Tucker Carlson was interviewing him, had him as a guest, laughing at his jokes. Amazing. Little Dave, do you think there's a reason why nobody will come on? Could it be because of those people? Well, yeah, I think that's a part of it. Some people come in the chat often or regularly and they never super chat. And that's because they're over on the other channel, and if they, gave 99 cents here or $1.99, then they'd be getting face blasted and lose favor with the master blaster. So that's why they don't. And I think you're right. That's why some people don't want to come on the panel or even give a $2 super chat, because they're afraid of the master blaster with his 24-hour blasting, And it's true, people like that are, they're afraid. They're scared and afraid. And controlled. And, hey, what can I tell you? Imagine being sent away in 8th grade. Sent away to where? To a private boarding school with girls wearing micro miniskirts as their school uniform, like in Japan? That would be pretty fantastic, Yeah. When I was, you only see these videos of high school, junior high school age girls in Japan when they're walking around the streets and everything, after school hours, and they're wearing their skirts pulled all the way up. I mean, all the way up, showing the maximum amount of leg. It's unbelievable. And when I was there, I found out, well, that's not how they wear their uniform in school. In school, the skirt is down to just above the knees, or it's knee length, or it's even below knee length. Okay. And it's, yeah. And then when school's over and they leave the schoolyard, then they all yank up their skirts to show maximum leg. Yeah. So, yeah. Pavel, $1.99 super sticker and channel member, Pavel. Thank you very much, Pavel. Pavel or Pavel? Either way, thank you very much. Blaine, I used to join in, but then I found out there was a 3-digit IQ minimum. Well, only on certain nights. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Billy, hello, Billy. The retired electrician is face blasting your. Oh, well, I mean, he's got an incredible supply. He regenerates his jizz on a nightly basis. One night's sleep and he's all jizzed up for the next day. It's amazing, but that's what they do. Pavel. Well, there's no accent there. Pavel. All right, so I guess Pavel. All right, very good. Gigadwa, 99-cent super sticker. Thank you very much for the channel support. Gigadwa, thank you. Uh-oh. What's this? Yeah. Well, you know how it goes. Oh, here's a new screen name. All right. Felix Tremblay. Can I have a Rolex, pretty please? You certainly can. you want a real one or a replica? And what color and model do you want? Fantastic. All right. Guy Gadwa is a Chicago. Right. Okay. Got it. Oh, unbelievable. Guy Gadwa, 99 cents. Fantastic. Right. And Pavel. Okay. AD never calling. I'll be right back. I'm going over to. Well, you certainly can do that, but I can't imagine why, But it's okay, I don't control your life. Yeah, amazing. So what'll it be for tonight's gay content? You want to talk about fragrances? You want to talk about pink and pistachio-colored watch dials and diamonds on your bezel and diamond on the dial? You want to talk about diamonds on the bracelet? You want to talk about gold and white gold jewelry? What's your pleasure tonight? Yeah, whatever. GD, 100 peso super chat from channel member GD. Thanks again, GD, for the continuing channel support. Every 2 cents, in this case, 10 cents, every penny, every nickel, every dime, every dollar, it all adds up for me getting that Rolex $65,000 day date. Fantastic. And when I get that $65,000, I'm going to walk into the dealer proudly and say, GD sent me. I'm here for a platinum day date. Yeah. And next comment, let's catch up here. Blaine, I have to admire Felix. He is not ashamed of his roticism. Wow, what a comment. There you go. Roticism. Wow. Now that's a dictionary word. Amazing. I guess you learned that in the Navy. That's pretty impressive. All right. What else we got going on? I'm really hungry for dinner. I've been going now for 2.5 hours, and I'm really starting to obsess over an anchovy pizza. Without face blasting. Yeah, well, I think we'll wrap it up pretty soon. Because it's, what time is it? It's only 6:35 in the evening. Wow, I mean, that time change really changes everything. Gampers, here it is. Donnie is now projected winner. Goodbye, New York City. Goodbye. It's all. Is there a way Trump can get him deported? Maybe there's a way to get him deported. Or maybe deport liberal voters in New York, Democrat New Yorkers, get them deported. Yeah, MT, but now it's going full commie, full jihadist. Government-run grocery stores, and it's just going to be unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be uninhabitable in no time at all. Yes, c'est la vie. Dave, last night I was in bed at 9 p.m. because of the time change. Wow. Last night I went to bed at 4 p.m. because of the time change. Gampers, I'll have to move to some place I can still buy delicious Belmar sardines. Did I tell you when I went to that supermarket a couple days ago, they had $19.99 tin of sardines from Portugal? $20 for a tin of sardines. Unbelievable. Who the hell would buy that? I mean, you've got to be really either insane or incredibly wealthy or just sardine person to pay $20 for a tin of sardines. Wow. Yeah, Dave. First few weeks are rough to adapt. Yeah, now it's 6 p.m. It's dark outside. It's I'm not joking. I could have taken a picture of it, but I didn't because yeah, $19.99 for it, and it wasn't even a 6-ounce tin. I think it was 3.5 ounces. And I mean, that's just absurd. They can't be that different, than great sardines as it is. So unbelievable. Oh man, am I tired. Oh, I'm hungry and tired and poor. I'm so poor. I need as much super chatting, Ko-fi, Cash App, PayPal as I can get possibly to help support my poverty pauper lifestyle. Yeah. Those other channels, when you give them all the money, what do you think they buy with that? They buy brown shirts, black shirts, nice caps, matching caps, boots, marching boots. And Rolex. The Gampers, the election result also shows how successful brainwashing has been. Well, they all watch MSNBC and CNN, okay? All the dumbass voters. And also the intellect level of the American voter has gone down significantly over the last 50 years, to the point of being basically a brain capacity of a Joe Biden, and so it's diminished brain power, from 3-digit IQ to single-digit IQ, basically, or low double-digit, combined with the perverted educational system run by the Democrat fanatics, and the mass media run by the Democrat fanatics, and the weed smoking, vaping New York liberals, and there you have it. Jihad for everyone in New York now. And free shit. Everybody's got an Obama phone. You got your Obama phone? Everybody here's got an Obama phone. You ever see that video during the Obama years? Some woman in Cleveland, the reporter was asking her, how do you get an Obama phone? And she goes, everybody here got an Obama phone. You go down to the office and you give them your name and they give you a free phone. You get a free phone for everyone. Everyone gets a free Obama phone. And then a lot of YouTubers made up music to go along with that video clip. It's absolutely hysterical, but it's true. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Everybody got an Obama phone in Cleveland. You go down to the office, you give them your name, and you say you want a phone, and they give you an Obama phone. It's free. Everybody gets an Obama phone. You got to find that video. Just look up Obama phone on YouTube, and I'm sure you'll find those. They're incredible. It's true. Free. Free phone. Everybody gets a free phone in Cleveland. Blaine, it wasn't that great to begin with. Mario Cuomo. Well, Mario Cuomo. Yeah, right. Exactly. Blaine, don't worry, Morty. Alms giving is one of the 5 pillars. Ah, yeah. Incredible. Incredible. Well, I didn't know. I learned earlier tonight that Curtis Lewa lives in a small apartment with 15 cats and his wife. 15 cats in a 1-bedroom apartment. Holy shit. Even a 2-bedroom apartment. I mean, holy shit. The amount of welfare given out is staggering. Well, that comes from the Democrats. LBJ. You know what LBJ said when he signed all that legislation? He goes, when I sign this bill, I'll have them blanks voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And that's on YouTube if you want to watch that clip. Talk about the Democrats being the party of racism. I mean, listen to it for yourself. Corporate welfare. Good God, the vapid Dem won for New Jersey governor. Oh my God, unbelievable. Well, all I can tell you, arm up, get your gear ready, because, November 9th, the big Antifa action, direct action happening at the ICE facility, November 9th. Especially, they've invited in, especially furries, trannies, and all pets. That's what it said on the poster. Pavel, this is the part in the cycle where the guilt-ridden white progressive ruin their cities to own the Trumpster. Oh, you got a point there. You got a point. Didn't know that I don't know if the Guardian Angel still exists, but that was his entree into public life in the 70s with Curtis Lewa, early 70s, if I remember. Because I remember seeing him in the press and on New York TV back then. Campers, correction. Curtis is on record saying he once lived with 17 cats. He now lives with 6 rescue cats in a first-floor Upper West Side apartment. Well, 6 is, I could see 1 or 2. Okay, if you have 1, get 2. Okay. 3, well, you adopted a third one. 6, that's a hell of a lot. I don't know what the 17... Why would anyone get 17 cats? Wow. Blaine, Chris, they also have them in Japan. Saw a group of them at a shopping arcade one Saturday evening. Saw a group of who? Guardian Angels? Cats? Well, whatever. Yes, very interesting. So I think I'll watch a movie tonight. I saw a trailer for some movie with Kurt Russell. I saw the trailer on YouTube. It was called Bone Tomahawk. What a weird title for a movie. It's free on Tubi because I looked it up. I Googled it and it's free on Tubi. Bone Tomahawk. The clip looked pretty okay. Anybody ever see that movie? Bone Tomahawk. And The Cowboys, which I've never seen all the way through, is on YouTube Movies for free right now. So I'm going to watch that one pretty soon. The Cowboys and True Grit. Because True Grit, I don't even remember it. And I never saw The Cowboys all the way through. So I'll watch those two. Really? Amazing, yeah. 6 is too many. I think 6, if you have a huge mansion like Tommy, then 6 cats can work, a huge gated estate. But 6 is too many. And I know he's nuts because I've spoken at length to Curtis. Really? At the gourmet market? Really? At the H&H Bagels? Where'd you talk to Curtis? Well, you don't have to tell us. He's nuts. Oh, man. It's going to be amazing to find out the final count, the vote count, the difference between the difference between Mamdani and Cuomo, to see if Curtis Lewa's result number was significant to the other two guys, to the difference. Amazing. He's nuts. Well, amazing. I don't think he was nuts in the early 70s. He seemed like a reasonable guy who wanted to take care of people in the city, protect them. But maybe he's gone nuts. I don't know. Wow. Campers, come on the show sometimes. You're always welcome here, and tell us your Curtis Lewa stories. Just saying, Wow. All right, I'm going to wrap up the show in 4 minutes. That will be 2 hours and 45 minutes altogether. So we're at the end. We're closing it out now. 4 minutes left. Get your last hate comments in, your last insults and attacks, any last nice comments as well. Gampers, isn't there some bacterium in cat poo that makes you go nuts? You know, you're absolutely correct. I used to know the name of that because I read about the cat poo that makes people go crazy, insane. Cat poo makes people insane. As well as YouTube. YouTube has the same effect. Here's a question. Okay. Can cat poop... Oh, hold on. I got to wait. It said, can cat poop make people go insane? And let's see what this says. These articles refer to Toxoplasma gondii, a brain parasite carried by our feline companions that infects roughly 1 in 3 people. This is on a website, science.org. Toxoplasma gondii. Wow. T. gondii is not a bacterium or a virus, but a single-celled microscopic organism distantly related to the parasite that causes malaria. It causes toxoplasmosis by eating infected rodents, birds, and other animals. 40% of cats in the United States are infected. Most don't show any symptoms, but they can develop jaundice or blindness and experience personality changes if the parasite spreads to the liver or nervous system. And, wow. How does it affect people? The evidence causing mental illness is, quote, very compelling, according to so-and-so, a geneticist at Duke University. Wow. Mental disorders, mental illness, or schizophrenia. Right. A lot of research going on to that. Holy cow, cat poop. Okay, Blaine, Bone Tomahawk, consider yourself warned. Well, I haven't seen the movie, but the clip looked okay. I'll read what the movie's about and decide later. Chris F., channel member, upvote and support the diner. Yes, please help. I'm the poor. They're not the poor. I'm the poor. Morty's put a lot of work into it. 7 years, folks. 7 years on this channel. Pumping out the non-content. It's a really nice place to visit. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate that. The nice words. Campers, see you from the People's Republic of New York City. Yeah, well, or you mean that, or do you mean the Islamic Republic of New York City? A democratic parasite. Well, same thing. Same thing. And we're going to end it in 1 minute. So get your last comments, your last hate attacks and insults in. Yeah. Or last channel support. And we'll be back next time, whenever. Maybe tomorrow. Don't know. 2 hour, 45-minute show. I want to thank very much all the supporters. MT85 show sponsor tonight. Thank you so much, MT85, for your generosity and channel support. AD Never Calling and Little Dave, GD. P Cars. I missed that. Boris PhD, 99-cent super sticker. Did I miss that before? I might have. Thank you, Boris. So thanks, folks. Have a good night. If you go to another channel, wear protection because they're blasting away. That's what they do. Good night, everyone.